do you think that in Mark's gospel, the voice from heaven was confirmation or revelation to Jesus at his baptism?
That's a great question. We've got learned folks among us. So let me, for the wide group, let me say what I think is behind this question. So there, in the way that people have sized up who Jesus was in living rooms after the Gospel of Mark, right? In what we call Christology, the study of who the Christ is, who Jesus is. The traditional Christian position from the creeds forward has been that Jesus was Son of God from beginning, right? But there is a school of thought that Jesus only learned that he was Son of God over time. And so when this person asks, do I think this was confirmation or revelation to Jesus? That's what the person is asking. Do I think when God's voice comes, Jesus had just been standing in line like every other baptizant with no sense of his vocation, right? No sense of his identity, and stands in line, gets up there, baptism happens, he's ready to, he's taken his number, he's gotten in line, he's done the baptism, and he gets up, and now he's ready to leave when suddenly this voice booms out, oh, no, you don't go anywhere. You're my beloved son. And Jesus suddenly goes, I am? And then he goes out into the desert and is tempted by Satan, and then he goes and does what John has done, because that's what he knows how to do. Do you see the differences between Jesus, a Jesus who is aware of his status and his identity from the start, and comes, kind of like what Matthew has, comes and says, where John says, I should rather be baptized by you, and Jesus says, let us do this, let us comply with all righteousness for the present, right? In other words, Jesus knew who he was, John deferred to him as who he was, but Jesus says we need to go through this baptism because it's supposed to be done, right? Mark doesn't have that wide a statement of it, so it stays open. Is Jesus learning it, or is Jesus having it confirmed? My view is that it's confirmed, but it's a good question.